Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sophia and this is Dear Naija People with me. Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the NSAS protest in Nigeria, and I have my friend with me. His name is Kelvin and he's going to be joining me to have this, very intense conversation. So we will try our best not to bring our emotions on the table, but this matter is very serious that we cannot bring our emotions to the table. Yeah.
Wait, can I get in the mood?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As in, what's the recording?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I want to be excited while I do this.
Okay.
I want to try as much as possible to be excited while I do this because it has really taken an emotional tone over the past few days that it has been going on. And I don't want it to deter the way I'm feeling about this video right now.
Sorry, we're laughing. It's a serious
Yeah.
matter. We're going to try.
I want
be
to try.
as serious.
No. I want us not to be so serious though. I mean,
Sure.
mm, I don't want us to be so serious about the whole thing,
Okay.
even though we know that it's a serious matter. So that at least we know that there is hope at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. True talk. So, we're going to start with some questions and we're just going to have a conversation between the both of us, and you can drop your comments, you can drop your ideas and what you think about the whole NSAS protest in the comment section, and yeah, let's just take it from there. So we're going to start with talking about what the NSAS protest has been all about. So if you've not been following up, we're just going to talk about what's been about. So what has the NSAS protest been about?
Okay, the NSARS protest it's like a movement that to kick against police brutality over the years, and it became so rampant that the value for human lives wasn't there anymore. So that is why the youth had enough and they came out to protest against the police brutality, and so that's what the NSARS is about. Especially the special anti-robbery squad, which is called SARS.
Yeah. So different people have been protesting, from protesting online. Some have been physically going for rallies, and people have been donating, people have been doing like a lot of things just to sort of support the movement. And how have you been protesting?
Well, this protest is something that everyone has to come out to do, and any way you are lending your voice, it matters a lot.
You've been lending your voice.
So the way I've been lending my voice, voice virtually online.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have been tweeting and retweeting and going online to share how a Nigeria is supposed to be. And also once I've come out to protest.
Okay.
Yeah. So and because of what I do, I couldn't come out so much. But I know that everyone that has come out, I really want to say kudos to them. It's not easy to be there, because when you go out there, that's when you feel the emotion.
It's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, I really wanted to go out and physically protest, but for some reasons I could not join them physically. And even at home, I've been so emotional about everything that's been happening, the news, the stories that are coming up, and just finding out all the horrible things that people have been doing in the background.
I know, right?
It's just really, really exhausting. I can't imagine what the families of the victims are going through. Then some people have lost their life even in the protest, it's really sad. It's really sad. It's been emotional. It's been one emotional week for, I think, a lot of people in Nigeria, and yeah, it's just been crazy.
You can imagine, just imagine having lost someone in a protest like this and having to bring that memory back due to this protest, because everybody had to recall how one of their loved ones were killed, brutalized one way or the other, and you had to see emotions coming up again, emotions that you have tried so much in the years to hide,
Mm.
and you had to bring it up again, so that to show that this thing has to stop, and it really does have to stop.
Yeah, and even though we have like only a few stories, we've only heard a few stories. I believe that like there's so much, there are many more stories out there, and it's just we are hopeful that this protest is going to yield good results. Good results means there's going to be a reform, there's going to be changes, not just in the police sector, but every other part of Nigeria, from the government to organizations to private sectors to public sectors to just every part of the nation, every industry in Nigeria. We're hopeful that things are going to change. So have you been personally accosted like as police? For me, I've never been held by SARS. I've never been held by SARS. My friends sometimes make jokes like, "Hey, you're always with your laptop. You're always with gadgets and everything." I'm like, "It's my work, oh." And they keep yabbing me like, "Ah, you sure if police sees you, they will say, yeah, yeah, a Yahoo girl." So have you been held before? I haven't.
Okay, well, personally, I have just one
Okay.
where I was held by a
Mm.
police officer, actually a SARS officer, because I was
Mm.
wearing a uniform. So I was traveling. I was traveling from Benin to Lagos.
Mm.
So I was in a Toyota Sienna, and in that car there were five of us.
Mm.
Normally it's fuller than that because of the pandemic.
Mm.
They had to take just five people. So there was one person in front, two people at the middle, and two people at the back. So I
Mm.
was at the middle part, on the close to the door.
Mm.
So as we got to a police checkpoint, that was when they held our car, and out of everyone, they told just me to come down.
Mm.
They
That
told me
must
to
have
come
been
down.
scary.
Yeah, well, I wasn't scared at first because I've never actually encountered SARS before. I've always been very careful. I don't really move out on in as much as I like to walk at night, but I don't walk at night. I know how Nigeria is, so
Mm.
I don't really do night waka so much. So they told me to come down, took me to one corner, and started asking me questions. Like, this is how it started. I was like, "You're a student, right?" I said, "Yes." "Let me see your student ID card." So I was like, "No, I finished school like a while ago, so I don't have my student ID card with me." He was like, "Okay, so how can you identify yourself?" So I brought out my NIN ID card, the one we supposedly call valid ID card.
That ID card is huge.
So
I can't carry it
I
anywhere.
brought out my valid NIN ID card, but apparently my valid NIN ID card wasn't so valid anymore because he rejected the valid. You see the way I'm emphasizing this valid? They call it valid ID card, yeah. So he rejected the valid ID card. He said that's not what he was looking for. But as God could have it, I was with my work ID. So
Mm.
I take basically my work ID everywhere I go. But I actually took that NIN ID card, a huge one, because
Okay.
I was traveling. So I always then when I thought I wasn't satisfied with the ID card,
Mm.
the valid ID card, I saw his face,
Mm.
and I said, "Okay, wait," and I brought out my work ID card. So when he saw my work ID card, so he let me go. He said, "Okay, you can go." So as I was walking back to the car, the driver said in his own words, I won't rephrase. He said, "Hi, now what for this Nigeria? They know they use IC fine person. They know they use IC fine person." So because I've never really personally encountered SARS before, he told me, he said, "You are very lucky today. If not, they would have told me to go and they would have held you and take you to God knows where." He said it has been done to many of his passengers that are guys before, and it would have just been another story for him to tell people. Then he narrated all the story he has experienced with SARS in the vehicle, and I was just surprised, and I was like, "Oh God, thank God that nothing happened." I was with my work ID card, so from that day, I didn't used to take my work ID every day. Sometimes I forget it. I don't know. But when I forget my work ID, I go back home to take my work ID card. So that's my experience. So it wasn't a very bad one, thanks the Lord.
Okay, so this is just one story. This is one good story because he was able to come out of it in one piece. They didn't collect money from him, which is like the least thing they could have done. They could have assaulted him. I mean, that
Yeah.
they could have been like a lot of horrible things that could possibly have been done. But yeah, that's one story, and I'm so sure that a lot of Nigerians, especially young Nigerians, have really horrible stories to share. And if you have anyone, you can please share in the comment section. You can share with us, so that people see and understand what exactly the youths of Nigeria are fighting for. Because it seems people don't understand. People have been giving a lot of negative feedback, like, oh, what are you guys like, calm down. Parents wouldn't even allow their children to join the fight. But I think we're fighting for something valid. I think we're fighting for
Yeah,
something.
it's very valid.
Is very valid. It's very valid. I mean, the you don't have to wait to experience it to understand that it's valid. We don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to have someone die, that someone a family or member or a friend. You don't have to wait for that. We're all humans. You can just put yourself in another person's shoe and try to see what they have been through. Yours, a son just disappears out of nowhere, or a daughter gets raped. Come on, come on. So yeah, I think we can all put ourselves in other people's shoes and join the fight against police brutality in Nigeria, against bad governance, against against all the evil things that are being done to the citizens of Nigeria. Yeah. So what do you think is the way forward? How do you think we can move from solve this issue of SARS? Because beyond SARS, there's the general police brutality.
Okay, the thing is, SARS is not really what is the root of this issue. SARS is just a ripple effect of what is happening due to an action. So SARS is like a byproduct of something. What really is the problem here is leadership. That's what caused this police brutality. Now, why would I want to take money from you forcefully, or have you bribe me when I'm being paid well? Okay, if I have money to take if I have money to take care of my basic need, why then will I want to put you or cause you harm so that you can give me your money? So that's why SARS, police brutality, is a ripple effect of actually what is going on. So when you fix what real problem is, you see that police brutality will be no more. So that's the way forward.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you. I think before you see the effects of a disease, something has caused it inside. There's something, there's a root cause inside. So we need to find the root cause and deal with it. I think as Fowls and every other person, Vector, and other celebrities and other people that have been fighting, Aisha has it, all of them. One of the things they've been emphasizing is the fact that we're not just fighting for Nigerians alone. We're not fighting for victims of the whole brutality alone. We're fighting for the police themselves. I mean, if they live in a very deplorable state, their houses, you don't want to see their houses. It is not nice at all. They don't pay them well. I mean, you put your life on the line. I think you should be compensated well. That's the least the country can do for you.
And I
So
think they sign death warrants, don't they?
they do. I don't know.
I don't know. I think either before you joined any
Yeah, I
armed
think
force,
it's
you
like
signed death
being a
warrant.
soldier, and yeah, you
So
basically you could get killed on the job.
exactly.
So they deserve better payments, better treatment than what they are, the way they are being treated now. And not just the police, but every other sector, every other part of Nigeria needs reformation, needs change, needs change. We have a lot to fix in this country. And I was on the bike today, and the bike man was complaining about the fact that he feels the NSAS is enough, like we should end it. And I was like, Oga, it's not only NSAS we're fighting for. I spoke in pidgin. Not be only NSAS we dey fight for. We dey also fight say make Nigeria become better place where you fit stay, make light dey, make water dey, make better road dey. So many things. People are stealing money, people are converting, people are just doing what we're very people are not accountable. Nobody holds anyone accountable for
Nobody's being held
anything.
accountable for
Yeah,
anything.
so it's a really really messy thing, and we're just hoping that things change. So, I mean, never in my lifetime did I think that Nigerians would stand up for their rights, and I'm so proud of Nigerians. Well done, well done, well done, guys. I mean, like, it's such a beautiful thing
Yeah,
to
the
see.
thing
For days I've been having goosebumps all over my body, just seeing people come out, people come together, irrespective of tribe, religion. I mean, people
You see,
think that we.
what our fathers, before, you know why they never succeeded, because before they fought off religion, before they fought off religious beliefs, difference in religious beliefs, before they fought off ethnic differences, before they fought off so many things, you see that they didn't even have the unity to fight the government anymore, or to fight for their rights anymore. So that was one thing that it's not in this particular protest. You see the Christians praying, you see the Muslims praying. There was a video I saw of the Muslims praying, and the Christians were around them also praying. As they were exercising their prayers, the Christians were around them also praying. And I was moved, because you see how we put away our religious differences and decide to come together to end this, because this is the major reason Nigeria is like this. So we have to end it first. You understand?
We're all Christians. We're all humans first before we are Christians or Muslims, or a bullet doesn't you're not immune to a bullet.
A bullet does not introduce himself to you. Hello, what are you?
You're like, hi, are you a Christian or are you a Muslim? Before like I enter into your body. No, it doesn't do that. Everybody can get shot and everybody can die from a bullet wound, and so we are all humans first. And I think that's one of the things that we've seen this past week. Just seeing people put aside their differences, and it's just been beautiful. All of us coming together. In the end, we are fighting for the same thing. We are fighting for a safe country to live in. A country with good systems where your children can go to school, can get a good job, can basically do business and succeed. You don't have to know anybody to make it in life.
I saw a movie. This movie, it was about the Japan and Chinese. How the Chinese always go to Japan for greener pastures. So they always go there for greener pastures because Japan was more civilized, everything was working there, and the Japanese would always try to repatriate them back and send them back to their country. They would smuggle themselves in, they would fight to get inside Japan. And even those that have been able to get in and have been able to get Japanese passports, they were still disdained. They were still maltreated. What common Chinese, were Japanese. So what happened? Chinese government woke up. The Chinese economy started to rise. At the end of that movie, because it was a true life story, the Chinese government woke up, and everything in the economy of China started to wake up, and all the Chinese citizens in Japan started going back to their country. And now look at China. China is one of the world leaders. So that is what can happen. That is what can happen in a time like this. The white man said he doesn't understand why a Nigerian would have to leave Nigeria before he can get ahead. You know, so that's what is happening right now. Every Nigeria, before you say everybody wants to travel out just so that they can have a good life. You know, they're searching for the greener pasture, so they travel out. And the truth is, when they travel out, they do find it.
Yeah,
It's not as though you don't find it. They find it.
Find it, but I still think I've heard a lot of feedback from people about it not being actually what we think it is. So if our country was functioning the way it should be, I don't think most people will leave Nigeria. To be frank, I don't think most people will leave.
I read in the news that arrested Nigerians in foreign countries wanted to be brought back. They refused. They said they would rather be in prison there than come here.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? You know, you can imagine. So it is that bad that, you know, people don't want to come because it's hard. Everything is difficult. You know, in a place that is not working, everything is difficult, and people don't want to stay there. They want to go out, you know, and experience real life.
Yeah. So it's been so I think. Thank you so much for joining us, you know, to just talk about all of these issues. We are hoping that the Nigeria we dream of, the Nigeria we want to live in, we would find it out of this. So Nigeria will rise up as a phoenix out of the ashes and come out, you know, better than what she used to be. We used to hear about former glory. Nigeria used to have glory. We want to see the glory. Yeah, we want to see the glory. So we're hoping that the glory of Nigeria will actually emerge out of all of this that's happening. Lives have been lost. These lives cannot be wasted. So please stay on point. Be focused. Don't be distracted.
Don't lose focus.
Don't be distracted. What we're fighting for, we need to be focused on it. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also leave a comment. I really want to hear stories. I really want to hear what you think about the protest. I want to hear your side of your view of everything. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click on the subscription button and subscribe to my channel, and I would love
the notification.
Yeah, so you can turn on your notification as well, so that you know when I drop a new video. And yeah, basically. So thank you, Kelvin, for joining me
in
this, you know, conversation of ours. So guys, take care of yourself. Ciao, ciao.